Okay, I'm about to go on a date with a man that when I asked what he did for work was like, oh, you don't know who I am? So I'm here to humble him. I'll let you know how it goes. Bye.
What do you do for work? I'm confused. I mean, is this a date? Like, are you trying to get to know the man, or you just there on a revenge plot of some sort? You just there to bring him down a couple notches? Like, what is going on? Like, what's the point of going on this date? This is an issue right here, man. So you're going there to waste a man's time and have him spend money at the same time, right? While you're playing games with him. All right.
Do you ever do you ever see a man and think, why is he single? He's beautiful, got a lot going for him, and you think to yourself, there must be something wrong with this man. And then you think to yourself, wait, I'm single. By that logic, then there's something wrong with me. And like nobody's perfect, but maybe there's nothing wrong with either one of us. Or maybe there's a lot wrong with both of us. I don't know. I was just thinking about how funny it is. And then I was like, oh, but my future husband is going to have to be single for me to marry him. So, is there something wrong? Or is he just single waiting for me? I don't know. I can't figure it out. And by the time I figure it out, he'll probably already have somebody. So, whatever. Whatever. It doesn't even matter.
Yes. These type of thoughts start to hit really hard the older you get. It's not so much an issue when you're young. It's when you hit a certain age and an age bracket. This is when these questions really matter. Now you have to look into what could be the issue. It's not outlandish to think like this. Yeah, especially when you're getting up there in age.
You guys, I am 33. Shocker. I don't know if I look like it or not, but I keep meeting guys that are around 24, 25 type shit. Around that age. Are we dating younger guys or no? Are we staying away from them? Are we looking for older guys? I don't know. I need y'all to tell me what we're doing, because I feel like if I look, I don't know if I just attract younger guys, but then I'm like, are they just for fun, or are we taking them serious? Because like I want to be with somebody and have a serious relationship, but I'm like, are they capable of giving you a serious relationship or no? Because I feel like people, when they like think about a serious relationship, it's like, oh, well, now you're a stay-at-home wife, or work, whatever it is, but it's like you do the cooking and the cleaning and you're at home, and it's just like a boring routine. He's at work, and then it's like we're doing this I don't know. I don't see my life like that. I want adventure. I want to be adventurous with my person. Like, hey, like take random trips. Hey, this weekend, let's go drink with our friends. Like, I still want to do stuff like that. I'm still in that phase of like, I enjoy things like that. Let's have cookouts at the house. Like, have people come over, like play games, like do shit like that. Like, I just want to continuously, like, I always want to be doing something. And I just feel like the younger guys can give you that compared to older guys. But again, I feel like I've always dated younger guys. But are we doing that? Because the older I get, I feel like, are younger guys wanting to take girls my age serious or no? Or are we just using them for fun? I don't know. Let me know.
While you're pondering all of this, I'm going to make it easy for you. For the younger guys, it's really simple. You're just for fun. Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere serious. It's very rare that you find a young guy that really wants to take it there and go in that direction with an older woman. So it's just clear as day for them on their side. They know what they want. And that's just the experience. I hope you're ready to deal with that reality. But from the sound of things, I mean, you don't mind it. You want the excitement with the younger guys, so what's the worry?
In my hometown, Fairbanks, Alaska, there's this guy that literally nobody wanted, and he was just like a bar dude. And now he's been dating somebody at the bar I work at, and everyone at the other bar is like hates her now. What is up with that? As soon as a guy becomes off the market and finds some kind of happiness with a girl, People just can't handle it. They're like, wait a second, I could have had him. I didn't want him at the time, but now he's happy with somebody else. I better get my hands on him and ruin his life again. Let these people be happy.
Yeah, back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. Yeah, Mike Jones was prophetic with that one. He told no lies. As soon as they see you with someone, now they want you. You were nothing back then, but now that someone's with you and they see that value that you potentially have, oh, now everybody wants a piece of it now. Now they're all curious. Yeah, stay away.
If we're arguing and you block me, I will be downloading text now because you're not about to cut me off, okay?
Hey, she just quickly gave you one of her red flags. Take heed. Yeah, the stalker vibes are maxed out with this one.
Women who know their worth don't argue, they exit, because at a certain level of self-awareness, arguing stops even making sense. Arguing requires two people equally invested in the resolution, but most of the time she's arguing with someone who actually benefits from her confusion. Someone who needs her to stay emotional so they don't have to become accountable. And once she sees that pattern, she stops engaging. A woman who knows her worth, she operates from data, not feelings. Her exit isn't impulsive, it's calculated. She leaves when the math stops adding up, when the cost is higher than the return, when the energy she's giving exceeds the growth she's receiving. This isn't just about relationships. It's also about business, friendship, family, everything. A high value woman understands opportunity cost. Every minute she spends arguing is a minute she could be building. Every person she tries to convince is blocking the person who's already aligned with her. When a woman knows her worth, she realizes that staying in the wrong environment is more dangerous than leaving it. Staying rewires her brain to normalize downgrading. She exits because her peace is worth more than someone else's potential.
Yeah, whatever. Because that's what women are known for. Operating from data, not emotions. You can say this all you want, but we all know that the females are emotional creatures. So, yeah, you can preach all of this, but we know as soon as the shit hits the fan, mad emotions are gonna be let out. The feels are gonna be hit hard, and they're gonna lose control. We're not buying any of this.
Unfortunately, I've never met a man that just provided out of the kindness of his heart. It's always been like a form of control and like slavery. And that's why they want to provide for you. And mind you, I only date successful men. So I don't be dating bums. But I do think they like to control, and they like to control by money and paying bills. And I could take care of that. And it's like, oh my God. I've had men that are like, I'll pay for your apartment. I'll pay for your car. I'll pay for... And I've said no repeatedly. Like, no. Because I'm so sketched out. I've seen it go so wrong for so many women that it's like I would have to really trust someone to allow them to provide for me. Like I would have to really trust someone because I'm so sketched out. Okay, when women are like, I want a provider, I'm like, girl, are you sure? Have you guys actually dated? I've dated them. I know what it feels like. It feels like borderline you're signing your life off to slavery. Only date kind providers, because providing alone isn't enough.
Some individuals are very territorial. You have to understand what you're getting yourself into. Yeah, this is why making the right choice and understanding what it is that you're dealing with is very important. Yeah, you just can't jump into anything. You have to look into it and see if it works for you. See if it matches up with what you want for your life. So then we don't have to get stories like this and comments like this. Just know who's for you and who's not, and what situations to avoid. Simple as that. Yeah, some really get possessive, especially if they're doing things for you and feel like they're playing a big part in your life and are taking care of you. Yeah, they become possessive. This has been a thing since the beginning of time.
When I was about 23 or 24 years old, this billionaire was obsessed with me. I don't know how we met or how it all started, but he wanted to put me up in a little tower and not work or not do anything but be there for him as a man working, right? He sent me listings of these like $40 million penthouses that he wanted to get for me here in the city. He was like, I'll give you like 40 grand a month to spend, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. But listen, at the time I was doing pre-med, I was working in research. So my stupid ass said, no, I don't want to do that because I want to have my own career. I want to figure out my own life first. I'm going to do me. Anyway, he kept emailing me being like, please change your mind. Like, we can have everything. You can throw like Christmas parties in your penthouse. It'll be beautiful. I was like, no, I'm going to do me. This man even emailed my workplace at the time, the research lab where I was working, like my boss, or like my office manager, because I heard from my office manager, she like forwarded an email that he had sent to her. I don't even know how he knew where I worked. I never told him that. So he like tracked me down, emailed her, and was like, hey, I really need to speak to Joanna. Is she there? Does she work there? It was so creepy. At that point, I was like, listen, it's never gonna happen. I'm gonna go on and do my life. So please never contact me again. So that stopped, and here we are, like 10 years later. And anytime I'm at work, I'm like, man, what if I just took the bait? What if I sat my ass down and didn't work ever in my life? Would that have been nice? Maybe. But also, I don't regret choosing me at that point because I have a very full, very happy life. I love the things that I built for myself and my friends and my circles. But anyway, it would have been nice to be a billionaire's wife, I guess. If there's any billionaires out there now that wants me as a little trophy wife, I'm ready now because I'm so sick of working.
Is that regret that I'm hearing? Sounds like it. Maybe you should have taken him up on the offer. You know, all you had to do is whatever he wanted at any time. Yeah, you fumbled the bag on that one. Like you females like to say. But hey, kudos to you. Look like you recognized the situation and you made a choice. Just kind of sound like you're regretting it, that's all. Sounds like you wish you went the other direction.
Every time I get on this app, I see girls acting like it's rare to be pretty. It's not rare to be pretty. I just saw a video of a girl like, oh, having pretty privilege is realizing that I only have no more than 3 friends. Like, girl, it's a lot of pretty people in the world. I see pretty women all of the time. Being pretty is not rare. It's not a personality trait. It's not, you probably just a crappy girl. Like, it's not hard to find. It's not hard to not see pretty people. Women's, in my opinion, default is cute. The average woman looks good. It's very rare to see a woman who is hard to look at her, you know? So being pretty is not hard. It's a lot of pretty women in the world. You're not special. Now that's probably why you don't have more than 3 friends, because you have a crappy ass personality. But I made this video to say, being pretty ain't rare. I mean, being pretty is not rare. And I need y'all to find a personality. That's your problem. That's why you don't have no friends. They don't like you.
Yeah, it's a lot of delusion out here. I mean, they all run around like there's no one else like them. There's so many pretty girls everywhere. And men don't necessarily need 10s. You know, hey, they'll take 7s. Even decent 6s if they know how to act. Yeah, your looks really can only take you so far. But you know, hey, a lot of women focus on that. I guess they feel like it still gets them in the door somehow. And I guess that's a start.
This older lady at my job was like, oh my God, you're so pretty. What are you doing here? If I looked like you, I'd be married to a millionaire. No, you wouldn't. If you looked like me, you'd be getting dogged the fuck out, cheated on. Like, the better you look, the more confidence you give them to go see what else they can pull and play in your face. That comment low-key hurt my feelings.
Well, when you try to find yourself in certain circles, certain type of men, whether it's status or assets they own or their looks, I mean, you have to expect some of this. Yeah, it's all what you choose to be around. So, yeah, I mean, maybe the rich men aren't the direction to go. As soon as I finish saying that, all the pretty girls look at me with the craziest look. Like I have lost my mind. Because why not the rich men? That's what they feel they deserve.
Men are getting more evil, okay? I had an evil situationship over the summer that made me down bad for a couple weeks, and I thought he was the devil. But then I had another situationship this past October. We dated for like a month, and I need to tell you how evil this man was because it's unfathomable. Okay, so we met on Hinge. First red flag, I don't know why I thought this was okay, but I've had good experiences with guys on Hinge before, and he seemed like very blunt and very like into meeting me and getting to know me, and we were texting all the time and like real deep conversations. I was like, wow, we're getting along really well. So we met up on a night out because I had just got back into town, and he ended up coming home with me, and we didn't do anything, okay? We literally stayed up till 4 a.m. and talked. The next morning, he kind of wanted to, but I was like, you shouldn't have talked to me until 4 a.m. if that's all you wanted, right? Okay. And he was like, no, like I wouldn't have stayed up till 4 a.m. if that was all I wanted. Let's go get breakfast. And I was like, okay, solid. So then this, like, he is just all green flags. He met my friends, all green flags. I met all of his friends. He took me out on real dates. He took me to a speakeasy, like planned this whole date. Bought me everything I wanted all the time, like paid for everything. Such a gentleman, like had the sidewalk rule down, the car doors, everything, okay? He was a perfect gentleman. All my friends loved him, said that they saw nothing wrong with him. His social media was no red flags, nothing, okay? Then we have one day on Halloween, okay? We're having a great time at a bar crawl, and we go home together, and it's totally fine. Like everything is completely normal. The next morning, he leaves. We say goodbye. And I'm like, I'll see you again soon. He says, duh, of course. Like, I'll see you soon. I was like, okay, yes, like love that. No, that was the last time I ever saw him. And he was being like really distant after this. And I'm very blunt, okay? So when he was being distant, I was like, if you don't want to hang out again, like just say that, because he wasn't answering my texts very much and not really making a plan. And prior to this, we always had a plan on the books, and now we didn't. So he responded back within that 20 minutes after I said, if you don't want this, just say that. Like if you don't want to hang again, just say that. And he goes, no, like I've genuinely been busy. Like I have like exams this week, it's midterms, whatever. I'm like, okay, like you responded in 20 minutes, fine. Then we just like talked like normal. It was totally fine, okay? The next morning, I woke up to myself blocked on everything, okay? And I knew exactly what it was. Because I have really good intuition, and the only like yellow flag I was getting from him the whole time was that he had just got out of a relationship like a month before we started dating. But we talked about it, and it seemed like he was really over it. Like, and he never brought her up unless I brought it up and was like, hey, like, are you over this? Like, are you sure you want to like get into something? And mind you, he was saying to me like, I'm in this for a long time. Like, I really like you. Like, all this stuff, okay? All this stuff, like, I'm really in this for the long time. Like, I really, like, get along with you. I really like you, blah, blah, blah. Very reassuring, very much seeming like we were going somewhere. And we had, like, kind of talked about exclusivity as well. And he was feeling out if I was talking to other people, and I was like, no. And he was like, yeah, I'm not either. Whatever. No. Meanwhile, all of this, I knew exactly he was talking to ex again, because I just have intuition. I knew it. So y'all can't fool me. So I DM'd the ex, okay? I DM'd the ex, and I'm like, by the way, like, your man's been dating me for a month, and I don't know if you guys are like talking or getting back together, but we've been dating for a whole month, okay? And she responds back and she's like, oh my God, like I would have never known this. He has been pursuing me and trying to get me back for like a week now, like a full week. Towards the end of mine and his relationship, he was like pursuing the ex back. And she was like, I never would have responded like if I had known. She was an angel. I loved her, by the way. She was so nice. She, definitely a girl's girl. Like, we had a great chat about it. And anyways, like, we like spilled all the tea, whatever. She was like, he's crazy. Like, I wouldn't believe a word he says. Like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no, you don't need to be apologizing on his behalf. Like, he's insane, okay? Anyways, I'm like over it. I'm like, whatever. Like, that was insane. I don't know how that happened to me. Like, we had no red flags, like nothing. And just like blocking me and saying nothing is like crazy. And the fact that your ex is apologizing on your behalf is beyond me. But it gets even better because like me and her left on like good terms. And we were like, yeah, if anything comes up, like we can text each other like keep me updated, whatever. And she does. So 2 weeks later, after we had that discussion, she DMs me a screenshot of another girl who's from Boston, like I am. And this girl was saying, I think we're like sleeping with the same guy to the ex. And it's a screenshot of the DM. And so not only was he dating me, he was also trying to get his ex back, who lives down south. So he was like long distance trying to get her back and like sending her gifts and stuff and trying to get her back while dating me up in Boston. So in case it went bad with her, he had a Boston girlfriend, you know, like on the side. And then on the side of me and her, he had just a side piece that he was just hooking up with. So he had the three girls that he was playing at the same time, and no one knew. And thank God we all were girls and like talked about it. But that's insane. Like, I've never heard of that before in my entire life. Like, you're actually dating 3 girls or 2 and hooking up with 1. What the hell? Y'all are greedy. This is the greed they talk about in the Bible. And yeah, I have no words for where the direction of dating is going.
Hey, in the midst of trying to get his girl back and fix his relationship, he decided to crack a few backs in between while trying to make things whole and get back to who he truly cares for. This man was just trying to keep his test levels up. I don't see the issue with this. Yeah, this is all on you. This is why you have to vet people. And so this probably worked the way it should have. You finally figured out what was going on, and that was the truth. I mean, it hurts, but it does happen. This is more common than people think. And, you know, you were just one of the few on the list that he was trying to get at, you know, trying to get something out of his system. Different taste in his mouth, so to speak. Sounds so bad, but it's the truth. Yeah, but good on you for catching this. And I doubt the ex really left him after hearing this. I feel like they went ahead and continued trying to patch things up. But this is dating now. I mean, this is part of the game. This is part of the playing field. And you have to maneuver through all of this. Yeah, you all let me know what you think in the comment section. This has been it for this one. Until the next one.